Hey guys, I'm Chillo with Sub-07 and welcome back to my perpetual nightmare known as Metroid Other M. Last time, we found ourselves face to face with a mystery creature formed from whatever the heck that little birdie creature was, and we chased it here to the Pyrosphere. This time, we're continuing our trek into it. And we're immediately on fire. Oh god, I forgot about these. Oh god! Jeez, I did not think we'd be running into these guys immediately. These dudes are called Magdalites. Or as I have lovingly referred to them over the years, Magma Bros. They're just humanoid magma creatures with giant-ass mouths. I don't know why, but they're kind of great. These guys will appear and try to swing their arms at you, shoot projectiles, or in some cases just throw lava at you. Alright, let's just get to that. Enough ice charge shots to their mouth will actually wind up freezing it, giving you a good opportunity to blast it with a missile, so keep that in mind. And do what you can to run for cover. Because the instant you get the chance... Oh god! Oh god. And I died. Well, I was wondering when that was going to happen, because I figured it would eventually. So, when you get a game over, it kind of reminds me of Metal Gear Solid, because Adam's calling out in a panic to you as you just drop dead. This is the annoying thing about this sector, is that if you get knocked into the lava, you take huge damage. And there's very little you can do about it. Other than just soak up damage. Like, this point in the game is actually a huge difficulty spike just purely because of the lava. Even when we do get the Varia suit, whatever that is, we're still going to take damage when we get in the lava, so be careful. Like, always be certain that you have these guys' mouths frozen so that you don't have to worry about them just knocking you into the lava. Otherwise, they will make your life hell. Now, we could go onto those platforms back there, but that also is for a grapple beam thing, and we can't do anything about that right now. So just ignore that. Now, these bugs, I actually forgot there's actually two types of fire bugs in Sector 3. The flying ones are Mellas, but the ground ones are called Sovas, which are actually a recurring enemy in the series. I don't remember if Mellas are as well, but I know Sovas are because they are in Fusion. Oh god. You can actually use the charge beam as well to destroy the fly pods, which is quite nice. And welcome to the floor observation room. This is important because there's actually an enemy up on the wall. Very slowly go into first person to look at it. And you'll see, if you try and shoot it with a missile, nothing happens. And it lunges at you. This weird stingray-looking monster, ow, is kind of a pain in the ass to deal with. This thing, I believe it's called the Asborian. It's interesting in that you can do a lot with it. But the main thing you want to do is rip its head out of its body. Whoa! Okay, that just happened. So yeah, Asborians are kind of like weird, I want to say, oh god, what's the term for it? Horseshoe crab monsters, but if you rip the main head out, the armored body disappears. You can't destroy it through other means, but just blast it before it gets a chance to wrap around you and explode. Missile tank underneath the stairs, easy to grab. And there's a terminal. Come on. Should be able to access this. I guess it's not operational right now. And something you might also notice is that there is a little alcove here, and if you are crafty, you can see blue light indicating there's a missile there. Unfortunately, you can't get it, no matter what you do, because bomb jumping is not a thing in this game. Yeah, the beloved bomb jumping method for speedrunning is not a thing you can do here. So what do you have to do instead? Just go over here. I don't know why that's such a stingy thing, but you have to do it that way and no other way. Like, Other M is very finicky about speedrunning in that it does not allow you to do things any other way than what it tells you to. And we actually have seen this already. Oh god. Because we saw this as early as Sector 1 with the screens inside the test lab. We're now just keep dodging out of the way to avoid these meteorites. But yeah, I kind of knew at some point we were going to die while playing Other M. I just didn't expect it to just be out of the blue in the lava, but when I think about it, that's very fitting for Other M. Well, there's the thing to the main sector, but we don't really need to go that way. There's a few things around here, like this, but there's also Cyber Zavesians. Oh god. And once again, the nice thing about Ice Beam is that it just freezes these guys' arms in their tracks so they can't fire projectiles. It pretty much makes them a sitting duck and easy pickings for you to hit with lethal strikes. So by all means, use it to your heart's content to deal with these guys. Because there's very little they can do about it. Like, surprisingly, lethal strikes are your best friend for dealing with these dudes because they're not very smart. There are some enemies that are actually, like, capable of dealing with you if you land on top of them, but most of them here don't stand a chance. They may notice that there's supposedly an item in this room, but there's nothing around that we can see in terms of access for that. What we can see is the lava sinking and receding. Now these gates are open. Indicating that we can actually head this way. But you do not want to take that path. You want to go the other way. Otherwise, you will immediately fall down and be forced to go the main normal pathway. This is where you want to go to grab the item first, which is our last energy part, giving us a new energy tank. Finally. Again, I don't like the energy part system purely because until this game, it was always just energy tanks, which is much more appreciative. And now is where things get kind of annoying. We are inside the volcano at this point, and it's our job to head upwards because the lava's rising. In case you didn't have enough tension already. There is some Sovas here, but they're nothing that you can't already handle. Whoa! That might be something that's a bit more of a problem, though. You can easily just grab up here to grab these ledges, because Samus has a pretty high natural jump. Make sure not to land in the lava, though, because you will get burned. Dodge out of the way. Alright, quickly roll into a morph ball here. And get over to this side. And climb up top.
Activate the Varia feature on your
Oh, now you give it to me.
from heat damage.
Ugh. So yes, finally, we get the Varia suit feature unlocked, which means we are now safe from heat. Would have appreciated that any bit earlier that we were in this sector, Adam. Ugh. Well, there is a particular reason as to why he is doing it now. That reason being, we got a boss fight. Meet the boss, Goyagma. This dude's kind of crazy looking, and for good reason. Ow. So yeah, the Varia feature will reduce enemy damage and protect us from heat. As you can see, his weak point is his throat. For now, you just want to mainly focus on blasting it with your Ice Beam and jumping to avoid his hands. You cannot dodge roll around them because, I guess, their hands are just too powerful. What we can do is freeze his throat and blast it with a missile to deal some pretty hefty damage. Ow. The projectiles he throws from picking up the lava can be quite damaging, so be careful. Okay, good dodge. And I do dig the boss theme, Brother M. I don't know if I mentioned that, but the boss theme is genuinely pretty cool. Once again, freeze his body up and blast it for some good damage. And now his arms are on fire, which is a bit of a problem. Ow. So yeah, any spot that he lands now, he will now create small eruptions from where you are. What you want to do is blast his hand and freeze it, and then jump on it. Hold down that charge beam for some huge damage on his head. Like, that's one of the coolest things that Samus does in this game, if I'm being honest. Not very often we get to see her get physical with a boss, let alone climb up its body and blast its head. The last time I remember her doing something like that was like Quadraxis from Prime 2. And that's a fantastic fight if you know what I'm talking about. Dodge the lava balls. For now, we're just simply waiting for him to pretty much put himself in a no-win situation again. So just avoid his hands and avoid the eruptions. And wouldn't you know it, he exposes his hand once again to us. Climb up that body, get a good charge going, and blast his head for a huge chunk of damage. Since he doesn't have any other weak spots, they're pretty much just waiting him out at this point for that. Okay, we can dodge that. Okay. Maybe I just was bad with the timing the first time. Oh god. Good dodge. Yeah, you're pretty much going to be doing a lot of dodging to avoid his attacks. Goyagma's not that hard of a boss, but he does certainly have a lot of fluidity to it. It's a pretty frantic fight when you get down to it. Okay. Okay, we are not dying to this dude, come on. I'm okay with getting one angry-ass death to lava, but I'm not dying to this dude because he's not that hard of a boss. Okay, blast that hand. Let's finish this. He's doing everything in his power to make sure we don't get the chance to shoot him. Well, one good shot is all it takes. Down he goes. No arms for you, and no hit. Nice. And with that, we actually wind up clearing out the lava from the crater, which is pretty convenient. I'm not sure how that works. I guess he was the source of the lava's power the entire time. Who would have thought? Why did I take damage? Oh, because I'm standing in lava. But yes, Varia Suit protects us from heat. It does not protect you from lava, so that is still a problem. Do not stand in the lava. Also, Desgigas are now here because I guess they were scared off by Goyagma. So congratulations, you brought them back to their natural habitat, Samus. What's the first thing you're going to do with them? Murder? Yeah, murder seems pretty up your alley. But yeah, no, I genuinely think that's a really fun boss fight. Like, most of Other M's bosses are actually pretty fun. Because that's when the gameplay is in full swing, and Team Ninja can really flex what they can do. It's just dealing with all the other stuff that makes the game not nearly as enjoyable. But at least we have the Varia Suit now, so we don't got to worry about that being a problem later. Plus, this is the type of game where we also don't have to worry about super cold areas being a problem because Varia Suit covers both hot and cold. If this was Fusion, that might be a different story. One more good shot to finish off you. There we go. I know I don't technically have to deal with these guys because it's not like they drop any pickups or anything, but I don't know. I just feel good taking care of Desgigas. Also, watch out because they can come running at you. It can be kind of hard to see because of the foreground objects. Kind of annoying. Head this way. There's two of them, so just jump over them. And head inside here. Some more Sylvis for our troubles, but nothing we can't take care of. There is a Morph Ball slot here, but looks like it's inactive right now. And what looks to be the gateway to the main sector divider. But we are not supposed to head that way. Instead, we're supposed to head over here. Fireballs. Shoot these things, actually, and their holes all get blocked up with ice, which is kind of hilarious. I actually recommend that you do just regular blasts with the Ice Beam because it does a lot more damage by default. More Cyborgs and Bijins, but these guys are not a big deal. Also, if you freeze their claws while they're on a wall, they will be forced to fall down because they can't grip it. Which, that's actually a really nice touch. I appreciate that. Take care of them, which allows us to hop up here. And apparently there's an item over here that we can grab. Where would that be? Up there. Darn. Yeah, I don't see an easy way to get over there, so it looks like we can't do anything about that right now. Another super missile spot. and more Melas, but these guys are not that big of a deal. More Desgigas as well. Once again, not that big of an issue. Even if they are an issue to you, you can just freeze them and get around them. Suckers. Save point. Well, it looks like our next destination is over there. Still haven't seen eye nor ear of that stupid mystery creature, but hopefully we can find it soon. More magma. Not exactly anything we can do over there. Yeah, kind of nothing we can do here, so we just kind of got to head back. To which we actually get told, yeah, good job.
Head to Sector 2. There's a high probability of survivors hiding there. We'll have to take care of that freak of nature later.
Well then. I know it's called Mystery Creature Adam, but that's a bit rude. But yeah, we can't really progress because we don't have a way across, and he doesn't feel like activating Grapple Beam for us. So, we're just going to Sector 2, I guess. I guess Adam's reasoning is supposed to be something along the lines of, well, molten lava is kind of hard to deal with unless you're built for that, and that creature didn't look like it would be, so... maybe? Also, there's another Asborian. You can probably see the problem here. That being that we have to deal with it. Now, Asborians do have another weak spot on their stomach, if you do not have the chance to just pull them out of their slot, which is your best way to fight them. Also, those creatures it drops are just literally called mini Asborians. So, nothing super interesting about that. Alright, got it, pull it out. And kill it. Easy does it. The Asborians are nothing that you can't handle. Like, even in the event that these things do coil around you, so long as you got enough health, you'll be fine and they'll just kill themselves. But for now, back up we go. All that's left now is Sector 2. We've actually already seen all of the main areas of this game. Kind of a shame there's only 3, but they're at least big, I suppose. It's kind of disappointing to me personally, because I feel like you can do a lot more than just the 3 sectors they give you. Because it's Biosphere, it's Pyrosphere, and as you're about to see, it's Cryosphere. Like, I'm okay with having fewer areas so long as they're visually distinct and interesting. These three are different from each other, but they're not really interesting.
Warning is now in effect in Sector 2. An irregularity in the climate control systems of Sector 2 has been confirmed.
Why does the automated voice sound like it's asleep? Or like half asleep?
Extreme care when moving around this floor.
Well, here we are. Sector 2. For now, all we can do is really just head this way. Welcome to the Cryosphere. As usual, we gotta save because they don't like it when you don't save. I think the Cryosphere, I don't really know if this is even my favorite area in the game. I don't really have a particular favorite because a lot of these places kind of blend together for me, but it's at least an interesting looking area, and it is very distinct in itself. But this is no Phendrana Drifts as far as I'm concerned, at least. Because, man, Phendrana Drifts is something special, and this place is just ice. For now, though, there is a couple things around here that we can keep in mind. I believe these ice geemers are actually a distinct type of enemy. I forget what they're called, though. They might just be called ice geemers. I could be wrong about that, though. Oh, we got these dudes, though. These floating creatures are actually referred to as something as well. I believe these are called Himelas. Oh, I saw you. Grab that missile tank. Nice try. Can't hide that from me. Yeah, these things will shoot projectiles at you and try to lunge at you. But so long as you blast them, they should be fine to deal with. They also have their own fly pod that you can deal with by just blasting it with normal missiles. Luckily, the fact that it's made of ice does nothing to protect it from your missiles. Yeah, I don't think that the ice schemers have a particular name. I feel like they do, but I don't remember for the life of me what's it called. And as you can see, there's actually a door beyond here because of our map. And, speed booster would be a necessity here, but we don't have a way to deal with that right now, so don't really bother with it. Alright, let's just drop down. Oh, these things. Right, I forgot these guys actually show up right away. These creatures, these are referred to as, oh god, what is it called? Volfon, I believe. Ice wolves with huge horns. You can easily freeze them in place by using your ice beam to freeze their back legs, and then they're just kind of sitting ducks for your missiles. Also, it's kind of weird that they got like long eyeballs. That's eye stalks. That's just kind of weird. Like, you don't really see that on ice enemies very often, so that kind of throws me for a loop. There we go. A note because of the map saying that we had an item that there is something here, but of course it's hidden behind that speed booster thing, so don't worry about it too much. Come up here, and let's head this way. Oh, right. This thing. So this, abomination of mankind is also a new enemy. I don't know what to call this thing by itself because it is, oh boy, it's something. Like, look at this thing. It's like a giant worm creature that's got a giant eyeball on it. You try and shoot it, it just kind of bounces away because it's got a force field. Like, what is going on with the designers and these creatures? Because a lot of these things are just fucking weird, man. Like, I don't know, man. This definitely throws me for a loop more than anything else. This, I believe, is referred to as... oh god, what is this called? Like, this thing in particular just confuses the hell out of me, so I'm not sure what this is called. But there is another enemy as well here. These are called Julons. These are electric sacks that just kind of float around and will shoot out electricity when you get too close. What we're worried about more, though, is the Skulteros. Head into the water, and you'll notice there's actually a spot on the wall over there that we can shoot. Well, we could shoot it, but I guess the game had other plans. Let's just get a bit closer, shall we? Okay, it has to glow blue to indicate. That's fine. So now these platforms will raise up, giving us a way to get around that creature in the middle. That's good. We can use this platform to easily get up. Just don't use your charge shot, otherwise that happens. Come on, get out of the water, please. Thank you. Ugh. Yeah. Like, I think oh god. I feel like I can remember what the hell these things are. I think it's called Fumble Eye or something? Like, these things are just creepy to me. And yeah, these Julons, they just kind of shoot out electricity. If you try and shoot them, they just fire more electricity at them as well. I think we can destroy these things with a missile, but I'm not sure. No, we can't. They must need they need a different method to be destroyed, I think. Ice schemers cannot be that big of a deal because you can just avoid them. More Julons and more ice schemers. They've got some pretty large ice formations in the way as well, so keep an eye out with these things. You can break these with just regular missiles, which is kind of nice. So if you want to clear yourself a path, it's not too hard to do. And we can also see we got this little bridge. That automatically destroys itself. And we got these things to deal with. Right, I forgot you were here. Dodge out of the way of this fish creature. And get ready for some blasting, because you need to shoot this thing in the head with some missiles. Nice, good dodge. Oh god. So yeah, this dude likes to ram into things. I forget what his name is exactly up on screen, unless I can remember it. Your main objective here is just to shoot this thing with missiles. But once his head is broken and exposed, you can also just hit him with regular-ass charge beam. All he's really got is just a charge and a stomp, so if you can handle that, you'll be pretty golden against this guy. Oh, you got a tail swipe too? I didn't even know he had that. Interesting. Okay, come on, Samus. Alright, he's down, but he's not dead, so just keep shooting him, and now he's dead. That's better. Now, we don't really actually have to worry about heading back up, because we actually need to head this way anyway. So for now, just head over here. Oh wait, now I remember. That thing was called a Gigafrog. F-R-A-U-G. Gigafrog. I get it's supposed to be a joke on frog, but that name is also kind of great. Like, that one I'll give a pass for, because I kind of like that creature's design, but most of the other ones are fucking weird, man. But I think for now, it might be good for us to call it, because we actually have made quite a bit of progress. We've taken out Goyagma in Sector 2, unlocked the Varia suit and the Ice Beam for ourselves, and we've made our... I just realized Sector 2 for Sector 3, the Pyrosphere, and we made our way to the Cryosphere, is what I should be saying. We're still in pursuit of that mystery creature, but hopefully we can track it down and put a dent in that. Or at least find some survivors, like Adam said, because we haven't really had any of our missions go super well, if we're being honest. But hopefully our luck can get a change for the better. Next time on Let's Play Metroid Other M, we'll be heading deeper into the Cryosphere and looking for survivors. Till next time, ice out.